Hello and welcome to this video on the psychological analysis of Harley Quinn, the infamous villainess from DC Comics. Harley Quinn is a complex and intriguing character, with a history of psychological problems that have shaped her into the person she is today. As the Joker's sidekick, Harley is often portrayed as a chaotic and unpredictable force of nature, driven by her own desires and impulses. But what lies beneath the surface of this seemingly carefree persona? Is there more to Harley than meets the eye? To answer these questions, we must delve into the world of psychology, philosophy, and ancient wisdom. As the great philosopher Aristotle once said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. This is particularly relevant to Harley's character, as her journey is one of self-discovery and understanding. One of the key psychological concepts that can be applied to Harley's character is the notion of the ego. The ego is the part of the psyche that is responsible for our sense of self, our identity, and our perception of reality. It can be both a source of strength and a source of weakness, depending on how we relate to it. As the renowned psychologist Carl Jung observed, the greatest and most important problems of life are all fundamentally insoluble. They can never be solved but only outgrown. This is particularly relevant to Harley, as she struggles with her own sense of identity and purpose throughout her journey. Another philosopher, Alan Watts, once said, "The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance." This is particularly relevant to Harley's journey, as she is constantly adapting and evolving in response to the challenges she faces. But perhaps the most relevant philosopher for understanding Harley's character is Jim Carrey. In his famous speech, Carrey talks about the nature of identity and the role that the ego plays in our lives. He observes that our sense of self is often based on our fears, our insecurities, and our need for validation from others. This is particularly relevant to Harley's character, as she struggles with her own sense of identity and purpose throughout her journey. She is torn between her loyalty to the Joker and her own desire for independence and self-expression. Ultimately, it is only through confronting her own fears and insecurities that she is able to transcend the limitations of her ego and find true freedom. So, is Harley Quinn evil or good? This is a rhetorical question, as the answer lies not in the character herself, but in our own perceptions and judgments. As the great philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "There are no facts, only interpretations." It is up to us to decide whether we see Harley as a villain, a hero, or something in between. Ultimately, the message of Harley's story is one of self-discovery, acceptance, and transformation. It is a reminder that we are all on a journey of self-discovery, and that the only way to find true happiness and fulfillment is to embrace our own uniqueness and let go of our fears and insecurities. As we reflect on Harley's journey, we are reminded of the wisdom of the ancient Greeks, who believed that the key to a fulfilling life is to know thyself. So let us all take a moment to reflect on our own journey of self-discovery, and to embrace the unique and wonderful beings that we are. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to TomTom Studio to stay up to date on the latest tips and tricks for learning. If you want to keep improving your skills and knowledge, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to TomTom Studio. By liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to TomTom Studio, you'll have access to even more valuable insights on how to learn effectively. Remember to show your support to TomTom Studio by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to their channel. You won't regret it. Don't miss out on the chance to learn from the experts at TomTom Studio. Like, comment, share.